Good day, user Dev MTV for your another track review. In this video, we will do a full guide on the second leg of the Dartmoor Gravity Enduro Series, which will be held in Calapan City, Oriental Mindoro. And also in this video, we will also show to you important information such as transportation, accommodation, porter fees, and all other information that everybody needs to know before the race. And guys, stay tuned because our local race organizer, Sir McCoy, will also give us important information and also important tips for the race. And yeah, enough talking, let's hop on our bike and see you on the trail.
Okay, transportation tayo. Kind of intimidating but trust me, para lang kayo sumakay sa bus terminal. First off, if you're on a tight budget, you can take the bus with your bike papunta sa Batangas Port. But of course, you will need to remove the front wheel of your bike to fit the bus's compartment. Conversely, you can bring your car and leave it sa Batangas Port. Convenience-wise, I suggest mag-carpool na lang kayo since overnight parking fee is just minimal. It will save you time and effort. When you get to Batangas Port, try parking muna inside ng port. Parking fee inside is around 150 to 175 pesos per day. However, kapag puno na sa loob, you can proceed sa side part ng pier to park your car. Safe naman dyan since marami din nagpa-park. Just don't leave valuable items inside your car. Parking fee outside is 300 per day. After paying, don't forget to ask for a receipt. After parking your car, proceed na kayo sa loob ng port. Some important tips based on our experience. Dito pa lang sa entrance gate, sabihin nyo na nakukuha kayo ng arastre for your bike and don't ride your bike going to the terminal. Guys, please don't forget the word arastre because if you have your arastre, you will not be required to take off your front wheel and carry your bike. So for just 65 pesos for each bike, hindi na rin masama. You don't need to remove the front wheel and carry the bike with you anymore. After getting your arastre in this area, don't enter the passenger terminal. Just proceed right away sa marshalling area to buy your ticket. This is the marshalling area part. However, if you have someone with you na walang bike, they need to proceed sa passenger terminal to purchase their ticket. Ticket per head is around 500 to 600 pesos. Senior citizens can avail discount and waive terminal fee. I suggest booking with Montenegro Shipping Line. Bigger and faster ang mga ferry nila. Anyway, every hour or two, meron umaalis na ferry. Actually, 24 hours din ang Montenegro. So you can come in any time of the day. Travel time from Batangas to Calapan Port is around 2 to 3 hours. Alright, just to recap, arastre and marshalling area are the words that you want to remember and act as if you've already done it in the past. Later in this video, I will be discussing naman ang process from Calapan to Batangas Port. Once you arrive sa Calapan Port, you can bike your way to your hotel or accommodation. Around 4 to 5 kilometers lang ang distance ng mga accommodations from Calapan Port. 8 kilometers naman ang distance from Calapan Port to where the porter starts. Sa mga walang bike, you can take the tricycle. 50 pesos per head ang bayad sa tricycle. In case you're wondering how much ang cost if magdadala ng car, 3,500 to 4,000 pesos ang babayaran depende sa weight ng car. And one way pa lang yan. If you want to stay sa Camp Jamiha, need nyo pa din magpa-porter papunta doon. These are your options for accommodations by the way. Facebook links to accommodations and porter area pin location available in the video description. Thank you and shoutout nga pala Sir McCoy and the rest of the team for accommodating us. Napakabait ninyo at napaka-hospitable ninyo. God bless po sa inyo.
Thank you.
Alright, enough talking na muna. Let's do some full runs. High speed ang first part nitong SS1. Kailangan ninyo kargahan sa start pa lang to have enough speed. Ang key features ng SS1 ay yung mga steep na rockies. Hindi masyado ma-appreciate sa video but maraming mga bato na gumagalaw kapag nadaanan. And to make it worse, marami din dahon sa trail na nakakadulas ng front wheel. May mga ligaw part but I'm sure meron na mga bantings yan comes Thursday. Alright, enjoy watching.
Lang puta na tigas.
Memorization naman ang name of the game ng SS2. Marami siyang tight turns. So kung kabisado mo ang mga braking points, makaka-early brake ka to have a good speed upon exiting these. Ang key feature ng SS2 ay ang ulul drop. Hindi naman siya mataas pero line choice nagkakatalo after ng drop. Section natin yan after ng full run.
Oy!
Okay, section natin itong ulul drop. Sa taas pa lang meron ng mga mini jumps. Itong ulul drop yung malaking bato. Mababa lang yan, panis nga dito kay bakla. Dito ang daan pag land mo sa ulul drop. Line choice after ng drop, magkakatalo. Meron kang line 1 which is straight 1 and line 2 which goes to the left. Line 1 muna tayo. Meron din 2 option yan. Either you go straight in between sa pinagputulan na puno or go right para maka-straight ka sa exit. Medyo malalim lang yung laglag sa right side. Yan yung kinakatayuan ni B-Boy which is marami nang nabiktima. But if you ask me, yan ang best line kung saan nakatayo si B-Boy. Siya yung pogi na naka-white shirt. Ang challenge naman sa line 2 is yung entrance. Since sharp left siya and medyo may ahon ng entrance, papatayin niya ang speed mo. But after that, straight lang siya. Finish line is yung Centuris 3 as you can see sa end ng full run video. Okay, that's it for SS2. Alright, last stage na tayo, SS3. Magugustuhan ng lahat ito dahil medyo relaxing na ang last stage. You just need to pedal at some parts to maintain your speed. Naligaw nga pala ako dito 2 times. But I'm sure meron na mga bantings yan comes Thursday or Friday. Ang key feature naman dito is yung jump near sa finish line. Don't worry, madali lang ito. And actually, rollable din siya kung gusto nyo lang ng safe. Sa mga mabilis naman, pwede nyo pa kargahan sa taas. Alright, enjoy!
Ahon!
Good day, User Dev MTB here for another track review. This time we're here at Calapan City, Oriental Mindoro. This is the second leg of the Dartmoor Gravity Enduro Series. And today, kakausapin natin ngayon si Makoy, ang local race organizer for this race. Alright Makoy, give us a brief overview about this race. Let's start by transportation. Paano ba pumunta dito sa Calapan City?
Madali lang pumunta dito sa Calapan City. Pwede ka nang hindi magdala ng sasakyan. Pwede mong iwan sa Batangas Pier, bayad ka lang ng parking fee, 175 to 300 pesos per day, depende kung saan ka magpa-park. Then dalhin mo ang bike mo, babayad ka ng arastre for 60 pesos, pupunta ka lang sa marshalling area. Pagdating mo ng marshalling area, bibili ka ng ticket sa parser ng shipping line ng sasakyan mong barko. 528 pesos to 600 pesos, depende sa shipping line. 2 to 3 hours ang biyahe, nasa Calapan City ka na.
So Makoy, safe ba iwan yung mga sasakyan doon sa pier? Saka, again, magkano ba yung rates doon pag sa labas or sa loob ng pier ipapark yung kotse?
Well, sa loob ng park and sale, 175 pesos per day.
Per day.
Sa labas, aabot ng 300 pesos. Safe namang iwan.
Safe
Wag lang
naman.
kayong mag-iiwan ng mga valuable
Yun.
na gamit
Tama,
sa loob
tama,
ng
tama.
sasakyan.
And then yung schedule ng mga trips ng ferry or ng Roro, every hour ba may umaalis doon? O mag-aantay ba sila na matagal pag nandun na sila?
Every hour, may umaalis na barko sa Batangas Pier, papuntang Calapan City.
Okay.
24/7 yan. So, hindi ka mawawalan ng biyahe. So, minimum 1 hour or maximum 1 hour na maghihintay ka sa Calapan Pier. Sa
So,
Batangas Pier.
And then pagdating nila sa Calapan City, Makoy, paano ang diskarte doon? Siyempre, hindi naman lahat may susundo sa kanila. Yung iba, pupunta sa hotel nila. So, anong diskarte? Pwede ba sila mag-bike o pwede ba sila mag-tricycle kung wala silang bike?
Okay, napakaliit lang po ng Calapan City. Yung mga may bisikleta, pwede na silang mag-bike papunta sa kanilang hotel. Now, kung meron silang kasama, pwede silang sumakay ng tricycle for 50 pesos papunta sa city proper. Take note lang natin na yung biyahe natin ng tricycle is good for 5 persons. So, yung isang biyahe nila, 250 pesos. So, kung kailangan mong gusto mo, special trip na, ang maximum mo na ibabayad sa tricycle, 250 pesos.
250, okay. Ano ba yung mga accommodations na pwede nilang kunin dito sa Calapan City? Magkano ba yung budget range for the accommodations and mga type ng accommodations?
Okay, dun tayo sa type ng accommodation. Meron tayong camping style, dorm style, hotel, mga lodges. So, ang range nan, mga 1,200 to 2,400 pesos. Depende sa kung nakukuhanin mo. And then, meron din tayong mga beachfront. Pwede din tayo doon. And then everything from there, pwede ka ring magbisikleta papunta dito sa ating hatakan area.
And at the same time, siguro may mga kasama silang mga misis, mga anak. Pwede ba sila mag-side trip after ng race? Ano ba yung mga pwedeng puntahan dito sa Calapan City?
Okay, maganda. Madaming side trip dito. Pwede kang mamasyal sa tabing dagat. Meron tayong water park. And kung gusto mong ma-experience yung mga magagandang ilog namin, 1.5 hours lang, makakapasyal na kayo sa Paitan and sa Infinity Farm. So,
Infinity Farm.
Napakaganda nun para sa pamilya.
So, I guess kung magsa-side trip sila, advisable magdala ng
Oh,
kotse.
better, may dalang sasakyan.
Oo.
Pwede din 1.5 hours lang, nasa Puerto Galera ka na. Madami na dong water activities, diving, snorkeling, and yung mga parasailing. Meron tayo niyan sa Puerto Galera.
Ayos. Alright, so let's proceed naman sa race information natin. So, Makoy, ano ba yung, or magkano ba yung race registration fee for this race?
Ang race registration fee natin para sa age category, elite, women and hardtail, 1,300 pesos. Para sa executive category, 2,300.
Alright, so let's discuss naman porter system dito sa Calapan City. Makoy, magkano ba yung porter dito sa Calapan and may mga liaison ba na ine-expect yung mga riders?
Okay, ang porter natin ay 50 pesos per hatak. Ang catch natin dito, ang maximum na takbo ng porter, 5 bike ang hinihila niya.
Yun.
With regards to liaison naman, after nyo ng stage 2 and stage 3, napakalapit lang ng ating liaison. Yung stage 1 natin, 5 to 6 kilometers yon na padyakin, pero semi-flat naman siya at madali siyang padyakin.
SS1 liaison. Mga 6 kilometers pala siya, pero huwag kayong ma-intimidate kasi wala naman siya masyadong ahon. Relatively flat lang. Kung may ahon, napaka-konti lang. And at the same time, madami kayong madadaanan na tindahan for your refreshments. Kung gusto nyo magmerienda, minom muna ng tubig, pwede bang gumamit ng half face lang or full face lang ba dapat?
Okay, napakadali lang ng trail namin dito. So, no requirement for full face. And then yung mga jumps natin, puro basic lang. Lahat ng types ng rider, from beginner to intermediate, mai-enjoy nila. And then safe lahat yung pagkakagawa.
Alright, thank you for those mga helpful information, Makoy. If you're still not registered for this race, guys, just click on the link below para sa race registration link natin. And of course, enough talking, guys. Let's hop on our bike and see you on the trail.
Okay, Calapan to Batangas Port na tayo. Same lang ang procedure, mas lenient lang dito sa Calapan Port. No payment required for your bike, just pay the terminal fee of 30 pesos plus your ticket which is around 600 pesos. 24 hours din ang biyahe ng Montenegro dito. Alright, that's it for this video. If you find this kind of video helpful, please consider subscribing to my YouTube and Facebook channel para makagawa pa ako ng mga full guide. Again, shout out Sir Makoy and the rest of the team for accommodating us. Alright, enough talking. Let's hop on our bike and see you on the trail.